In Brussels, FiCampus organised the second European Conference on Financial Instruments using the European Agricultural Fund for Rural Development. Conference participants could benefit from the latest insights on financial instruments for agriculture and agribusiness, their suitability in delivering rural development programme objectives, and on new opportunities provided by blending the EAFRD with the European Fund for Strategic Investments, the EFSI. Useful information about simplified regulatory procedures was also presented to the conference audience of about 250 representatives from all over the EU, including member state agricultural ministries and managing authorities, as well as farmer representatives, bankers, experts from the European Investment Bank Group, European Parliament and other stakeholders.
As Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, I am encouraging the use of financial instruments. And we are amending the legislation. We are trying to remove any bottlenecks that we have in order to ensure that our member states and our regions know that there is a great opportunity here to get more money spent in the rural economy through financial instruments and through this new platform that we're establishing. So I hope that you will hear the message from this seminar and this conference today and that you will be able to go forward with leveraging as much money as possible for the benefit of jobs and growth in the European Union, particularly in our rural areas.
Z hľadiska reforiem v rámci poľnohospodárstva na Slovensku spoločná poľnohospodárska politika bola za posledných štvrťstoročie najvýznamnejším faktorom, ktoré zasiahlo samotné poľnohospodárstvo. Musím povedať, že maximálne významne. Došlo úplne reštrukturizácii samotnej výroby, vzniku malých fariem, a nielen malých fariem, ale malých súkromných poľnohospodárov. Znova sa pustili do poľnohospodárenia mladí ľudia, ktorí dovtedy nemali nejakú veľkú šancu uplatniť sa samostatnými myšlienkami. Zároveň spoločná politika doniesla spoločné financovanie, spoločné pravidlá pre celú Európsku úniu, ktoré zo znevýhodnenej situácie pozdvihli slovenských farmárov na tú istú úroveň ako staré členské štáty a tým pádom poskytli aj konkurencieschopnosť samotnej produkcie.
Commissioner Hogan was joined at the FiCampus conference by European Commission Vice President Jiri Katainen and other high-level EU representatives to launch a new EU financing initiative for Europe's rural economy. This would offer important new opportunities for combining common agricultural policy resources provided through the European Commission with the €315 billion of guarantee finance available through the EFSI resources that are managed by the European Investment Bank Group.
I sincerely hope that in the FC 2.0 the agriculture and the agriculture sector will be fully incorporated in the so-called Juncker Plan. Because I think that Juncker Plan gives us more blending facilities, more advisory services, more products to service the agribusiness sector. With the FC instrument, I think we are making headway and we are more able to come with tailor-made solutions for the problems the agriculture sector is confronted with.
Over the last few months, we at the EAF have been collaborating very closely with our colleagues from the FiCampus team, as well as with specialists from the DG AGRI of the Commission, to put together a framework, or if you want, a platform, combining different sources of finance in support of the rural economy, in particular in support of small farmers working in agriculture. All this means that more financing will flow to the agricultural sector at better conditions than before. Lower interest rates, longer maturity, and lower collateral requirements. All this, we believe, is good news for the agricultural sector.
Participants from managing authorities and financial intermediaries were enthusiastic about the new opportunities and increased cooperation between DG AGRI and the EIB Group. The concrete examples featured were highly appreciated, and so were the different ways that the FiCampus advisory platform is able to help them in seizing new opportunities through financial instruments and EFSI.
I think today actually is a perfect example for what FiCampus is trying to do and what it's really about. We've managed to get a whole bunch of people together who are really interested in trying to implement financial instruments under the EAFRD, and we've given them lots of information. lots of new things to actually hear about, so they're much more aware now of what's going on in other countries. They're sharing that knowledge and sharing the experience, the learning experiences and so forth. I think we've also been able to give them a few new ideas as well. At the end of the day, we've put on the slides and been able to talk about this idea of having an instrument which potentially could allow us to stabilise agricultural incomes in sectors with high volatility. And we've also, of course, looked at how we can potentially combine sources of funding so that we give extra firepower to investment in the sector.
I consider personally that FI Compass initiative are very important in order to promote the financial instruments all over the EU and the member states. The financial instruments are a very important tool for the rural development in general and also for agriculture, for the farmers in order to improve and to create new businesses without applying for a grant from the Rural Development Program.
Well, I think that the FI Compass conference is relevant for Vækstfonden, which is the Danish National Promotion Institution. We are looking into the Danish agriculture and offering products specialized for the young farmers. And here we can get some insight into how the other national promotion institutions are developing their financial instruments.
I think that today's conference is very useful, and FI Compass platform is extremely useful for the managing authorities for helping us to gain the different kinds of expertise, because it's bringing together European Investment Fund and European Investment Bank and European Commission, the case studies from the member states, which provide us the whole picture of information, and we can horizontally see what happens. We think that in the terms when the fund budget decreasing with each period, it's crucially important to use the financial instruments in the right terms, in the right time, in the right place.
Further information about this event is available through the FI Compass website's past event pages.